guys, so today's video is gonna be about sexism. Once again, what a wonderful topic. I kind of wanted to talk about the specific ways in which I personally have experienced sexism. I am a white person, I am cisgendered, and people assume that I am straight. So I have a few privileges that obviously make my experience of sexism a lot more bearable than the one of many other women or people that are not, identifying as male. The first thing I want to talk about is one that's quite harmless, and that's the expectations that weigh on me just based on my gender. I remember, for example, very clearly, throughout all my life, my family have always told me, because I'm a very messy person, that it wasn't proper for a girl to be messy, that my room was not pretty for a girl's room, that it was not nice for a girl to be that unorganized, that it was not nice for a girl to eat that quickly and that much, that it was not nice for a girl to be that loud, or many different things along the lines of it is not proper for a girl, or as a girl you should not be, or it'd be better if you were not to do these things. And the fact that, for example, I'm messy, or that I eat a lot, or whatever, or that I don't always take care of myself or my appearance, shouldn't be criticized, or I shouldn't be blamed for these things because I'm a girl, just like guys should not be blamed for being girly, for being sensitive, for being emotional. The second situation in which I've experienced sexism a lot, or the second sort of sexism that I have experienced very frequently as a woman, is obviously harassment. There are several layers to that. I have obviously, it's not sad that I have to say obviously, but that's the sad truth. I have obviously been the victim of street harassment, sometimes very harmless. Once again, it goes from people telling me that I look good, to people asking for my numbers, to people getting mad because I'm not replying, to people asking me to smile or to talk with them or to walk with them, to people following me, to people touching me, to people kissing me, and to people threatening me. And because I'm online, obviously, there's also online harassment, which could potentially appear as something not so bad to people, but which is actually really difficult to sometimes deal with. Simply annoying to have so many comments, so many spams, so many messages, people making videos about you, people harassing you, people sending you dick pictures, people asking you for intimate pictures, people being so rude and invasive, or people just being really rude and really aggressive. I've seen comments about me being so aggressive that they went to the extent of saying that I should have been killed in the attacks in Paris, that I was a bitch, that I wasn't worth anything, that I should be raped. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. I've also had someone find my house and put a letter in my mailbox. All of those things happened because I am a girl. Another point I want to mention in this video is how I've always been pressured into thinking that my worth was based on my looks. My parents and my family always really emphasized how important it was to be nice, to be respectful, to be reasonable, and to work hard and to be smart and educated, which is something I'm really grateful for. But I've lived in a society, like most girls, that really made me feel like the only thing worth spending my time on, my energy on, my money on, was my looks. Or wear my looks. As a girl, the pressure you feel to look good is insane. Every single part of our body does not really belong to us. It is being scrutinized by society, analyzed, expected to conform to stupid standards or beauty standards that mean absolutely nothing. I've been pressured, and I felt this pressure very strongly. I've had issues with food. That's a terrible thing. Another point that I want to mention, and that really, I don't want to say traumatized me because it is such a big word, but this honestly had such a big and negative impact on me. With this pressure that we have upon us to look good, there is also a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. Women's body are constantly sexualized, which is obviously something I've also been the victim of. People very often make sexual comments about what I do and what I look like. I was in a private Catholic high school which had a very strict dress code, I suppose, is that how you call it? We didn't have the right to wear many different things, and even though it was both for guys and girls, it was a lot more difficult for women or girls, and it was a lot stricter on us. We didn't have the right to wear tank tops, we didn't have the right to wear things that had too much cleavage. We didn't have the right to wear anything above the knee, even that much above the knee. We didn't have the right to have jeans or trousers with holes. We didn't have the right to wear heels. We didn't have the right to wear too much makeup. We didn't have the right to, I don't know, to have like skirts and shorts, you know, that were, I mean, obviously not, and because it was above the knee. And I had a lot of issues with this discipline. I didn't like it. I did not understand it. I thought it was complete bullshit. And I was sent back home for like the last year of high school almost, and I'm not exaggerating, almost every single day. And not only that, but the people in charge of the discipline or whatever, I'm not sure how they call it in English, had the most hurtful and unacceptable comments and words towards me. They told me basically that I was distracting the boys. They told me that I was a bad influence on the younger boys, that it was not appropriate for me to show my body. And keep in mind that it was just me showing my like shoulders or that much above the knee, that it was a bad image for the school, that it would give the school a bad reputation. At that time I did not realize how hurtful those words were, and because I was so confident that I was right, and I fucking was. And my parents were very supportive and they just didn't really give a shit. I had really good grades and I had amazing relationship with the teachers, so I didn't really care, you know. But I think I just sort of bottled everything in, and I just did not realize that I was hurt, deeply hurt by those words, because it made me feel ashamed. And I wish I could go back in time and be like, what are you telling me exactly? Are you telling me to be ashamed because I'm a girl, because I have shoulders, because I have skin, because yes I have boobs, and because I have hips, and because you can see like my knees? Are you telling me that it's a bad thing? Should I be covered up completely? But at that time I just wasn't able to do that. And the last thing I want to talk about is the violence. So it is overlapping every single thing that I've talked about in this video. I have been scared and I have been threatened many different times in my life because I was a girl. You know, there's nothing worse, I believe personally for me, than the fear of being raped, the fear of being killed, the fear of being kidnapped. And those feelings, I've had them. And I think most girls have had those feelings, and I've been in situations where I feared for my life. And not because I was in a dangerous environment. I mean, for no other reason than the fact that I was a woman. And this is not okay. This is really not okay. And that's not even that bad, because if I were a transgender person, it'd be 10 times worse. In this video, I just wanted to share my own experiences with you guys, hoping that this would be interesting. But I also really want to make sure you understand that I'm well aware so many people have it like a lot worse than I have. So what I would really appreciate is for you guys to comment below and let me know about your own experiences with sexism. If you're a person of color, or if you're a transgender person, or if you're a non-binary person and you've been the victim of sexism, and if you would perhaps like to do something with me, like a collaborative video about that, please feel free to check out my blog and to check the contact link and send me a message, because I kind of want, if possible, to make a video with your experiences, guys, because I'm a white woman, I'm a cis white woman, and my experiences are sort of well known by most people because I have the possibility to talk, and because many people that resemble me also have the possibility to talk, but I know it's not the same for everyone. So if that's something you're interested in, please feel free to message me. If not, that's completely fine. Hope this was interesting, and I will talk to you soon, guys. Bye!